Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4. Going into Season 5, theory and prediction video. And what I got for y'all in today's theory and prediction video is, I have the 3 signs that Kanan is slowly catching on to Snaps and Pop's manipulation tactics. Now, specifically, these 3 signs can be viewed from the moment Kanan has that conversation with Snaps and Pop in the park about Famous, all the way up to the introduction of Breeze that was connected to Kanan through, of course, Snaps and Pop. Now, some of you may have overlooked some of these clues. Some of you may know all these clues. And if you feel like I'm missing any clues that lets us know that Kanan is wisening up, y'all let me know in the comment section by the end of this video. All that and more in today's theory. This video is going to be fire. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Now, the 3 signs go like this. Let's talk about the very first sign now. What is likely to be the most obvious sign, right? That Kanan he's very, very, very slowly, but he is beginning to wisen up and catch on to Snaps and Pop's manipulation tactics. Is the first clue is the conversation that he had with Snaps and Pop in the park in regards to Famous and what cops did to Famous and all of those things that go with that scene. Now, we know how that went. Kanan is like, yo, I heard the police may have had something to do with Famous. The way Famous died, we know police had something to do with it. We know that had to be a call from the streets, right? Now, Snaps and Pop, Snaps in particular, he was like, who do you think did it? First of all, that was a giveaway. But Kanan was like, I don't know. But before Kanan was like, I don't know, that's why I'm asking y'all, the energy from Snaps transferred to the dog got hostile. Those of us who are familiar with dogs, we know dogs, they vibe and they thrive off of the energy of their owner, right? Kanan caught on to that. Why is this dog so hostile? He also caught on to the fact that, right, what's with this, you know what I mean? What's with this 411 on the who you think did it? We know guilty people say that a lot. Now, because Kanan is in his emotions and his first thought is, my mother Raquel Thomas did this, he overlooked the situation. But many people have and are going to tell him, yo, Ra got nothing to do with that shit, right? But anyways, that's the first clue, the dog. And now we got to talk about the second clue that I believe most people overlooked, okay? So, right before the introduction of Breeze, okay, we got Kanan. Kanan is sitting down with Snaps and Pop, and this is after Crystal is dead, and they tell Kanan like, yo, man, your mama did it, right? Your mama killed your bitch, right? They having this conversation in their spot, and I don't remember verbatim what they were saying to Kanan, but they was talking about, galvanizing. Anyways, they was talking about, the plans that they had with Kanan and stuff like that, right? Kanan says to them, so y'all think that y'all can just control me? Y'all just trying to control me, right? We know Kanan has a very rebellious nature at this point in his life, right? So this is again him slowly recognizing that his OGs, they got something planned for him, right? They're making decisions, and they're making decisions for him that he doesn't necessarily have a say-so in. Although they rocking him to sleep and they making him think that he's making his own decisions. That right there was the rebellious side of Kanan, and Kanan realizing like, yo, y'all trying to control me? What y'all got going on? And then last but not least, we have the introduction of Breeze. Okay, so we got Breeze. Breeze comes in. Breeze embraces Snaps and Pop. He meets Kanan. They get to talking about business. Unique gets brought up now. And this is the third clue, right? Unique gets brought up. They talking about Unique. They talking about how Unique has the Italian connect, this, that, and the third. And without repeating verbatim what Snaps says, Snaps obviously states that, yo, we're going to kill Unique and we're going to take his plug from him, right? Period. Everyone knows what happened to Stefano at that point except for maybe Kanan. But of course, Snaps and Pop know. They thinking maybe Stefano gonna die. They also assuming, right, that Rock and Marvin and the rest of the Thomas family gonna get wiped out. And when they talking about Unique having an Italian plug, this, that, and the third, Snaps implies that, yo, we gonna kill Unique. The scene immediately goes to Kanan's face, and Kanan makes a face like, huh? What are y'all doing, right? This is another hit that Kanan is slowly sharpening up, right? He's slowly sharpening his steel. And he's understanding exactly what is possibly going on, okay? Now, even though it's going to take him a little while longer to figure out what happened with Famous and Crystal, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, right? He's slowly wisening up. Now, those are my 3 clues. For the 3 clues that Kanan is slowly catching on to Snaps and Pop's manipulation tactics. Y'all let me know if I'm missing any more in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God get that. That's like my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.